Hello, I'm MK Davis. I want to talk a little bit about it's kind of an unusual aspect of the Patterson film, of the Patterson subject. And I'll read to you what. Let me find it here. Here we go. This was a comment that was made on one of my other videos. Drop 830. One of the things I find fascinating about your high-def patty stills you got from the film is the back shots. You can literally see back flaps. It is flab just like would be on any person who's a little chunky or overweight. And you can quite literally, I'm sure, see a hair pattern. Two things that were not used in suit technology back in the 60s. I'm not sure if I've ever seen details like back flab. Like, why would someone put that in a suit? Great work on the thumbs. This high-def footage really sealed the deal for me when I first saw it. Thank you, MK. All right. Well, we appreciate that, too, Drop 830. But I'm going to take another look at the back flab, which is not something you hear much of. Let me just get out of here. I don't want to accidentally X out of other things. I may have done that. I think I did. Maybe I didn't. There we go. I did not. I'll take you through a little journey with me. This is we'll just go through here and just look at the frames that show that very thing, the back flab. One person once commented on it and said that it looked like someone who had diabetes. You know, they don't process the food that well, and it kind of goes and turns to that without a lot of work, to keep it from happening. Let's just go up here. Start right here. You can't even see Patty. She's right there, but it got overexposed, and there she is again. It's all stretched out, and the hand motion just smeared it. And there, it's a little better. This is the very first part of the film, and it's very shaky, and a lot of people do not even show this. They consider it to be a wasted time, a wasted airtime. We'll just look for that flab. I want to show you something else, too, because this is the first inclination that I had that there was a red hole, was this group of photos here. And this was taken with a microscope from a copy that John Green had. I saw it many years ago. Of course, if you don't have an explanation, you just kind of file it away in your mind, and the explanation came later. There we go. They panned that red hole, and there's absolutely nothing done to this frame right here. But there it is. I went and got an expert to look at it. And that's all it took for me. People say what they want, but that is indeed a red hole. It's red material in it. It's not maple leaves. Here we go. Onward. Coming back around to Patty. That shows some flabbiness. It's a little smeared with the hand motion, but you can see it. That shows, some flabbiness right in here. When I first looked at this, you can see how reflective the hair on the back it really is at that oblique angle of sunlight. It's got kind of a white sheen on it, and you see right there is a line. And at first I thought, well, that must be a seam to a suit, but I did some experiments with that, and the hair will actually form that line at oblique angles. You don't see it otherwise. You start to see these flab lines right here. See right there? We're going to get into some better stuff here. As angles change and the camera person is coming around squarely at her back, holding the camera a little steadier. You can see a pretty good shot at that. Glutes right there. I make a deal out of it because people used to make a deal out of it. They said this is a pillow stuck in a suit, and I'll be darned. It's pretty easy to see here. You get kind of rehashing that old stuff. That you really wasting your time. It was on the film all along. Look at the film, people. On this one right here, that's one advantage of going frame by frame. You'll see something kind of bounce off her leg and fall to the earth. Watch. There it is right there. And what? See, it goes and then it falls away and it's gone. It took 3 or 4. I stabilized it, and it's definitely fallen off the leg. Could have come out of a tree, could have been stepped on a limb. Don't really know. Just make a note of it. All right, we're going to get back behind her, repositioned. There we go. See, she's made it on further, almost into the woods. And you see how big that shoulder is. Whew, right, that's really large. That's where you start to see fat right there. Rolls of it, and it's not necessarily just tons of it, but it's enough that you can see that it kind of affects the skin. Let me. There we go. That's a good one right there. All right, let's just take a look at this. Now that's what he was talking about. Rolls of fat on the back. When you're looking straight into the back from behind, you could, and the angle is just right, you can see these pretty good. There, that's just what they were saying was a pillow. We'll see in a few minutes that that's not the case. And that's why you can't throw anything about this film away. You can't dismiss it, because even this early part, I didn't see nothing in that. You know, that's kind of the way they looked at it. I mean, all you have to do is look. There were plenty of frames that yield tons of information. Now they go back over here. Oh, wow, look at that. I'm going to go back and get that one, if it'll let me. There we go. All right, here we go. Now you can kind of see the little flab rolls on the back, but they're not that outstandingly big. But if the sun gets just right, you can see them. And she's standing straight up. I mean, straight up. And I'm making even if you filter it a little bit, it may see them better. Hold on. Oh, yeah, yeah. Say 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's squarely across the back there. There they are right here. Roll, roll, roll. All right. On we go. All right. Now this doesn't show the fat as well, but it definitely shows the glutes right here. I have to establish those facts so that never comes up again. I mean, I hate to just keep on pounding the issue, but it was stupid to begin with. And if you want to just be a critic, I mean, find something legitimate. There's always the unknown things that we don't know about. And you could argue all day long with that, but we all know about this. Here's some more. See it again. She starts to pitch forward right there. The angle changes. You can see her rear end right here, and that's the top of her head, the back of her head right here. And her arms right here, and she just kind of pitches forward. She's back up again. And you can see those the flabbiness. And that sun is at an oblique angle. Right there. She's kind of turning to the right a little bit. There she is again. Top of the head, down the back. This would be the rear end. Now I keep pointing out the rear end because there's something that's going to show. And as she pitches forward more, and then she's almost on all fours right here. This is the top of the head. This is the shoulder, the arm going down. If she's not on all fours, she's very close to it. Well, this right here is what shows. She's literally mooning the camera person. And there's something there that a doctor has looked at it, and he said that it was not vaginal, but anal. So I trust his judgment on that. Let's see. Copy. Just to see if I can just help it out a little bit with some contrast. And all right. That's up the back. That's why this the back turns black, because it's bent over and the sun is coming through that back hairs from a very low angle. So it's having to penetrate quite a few right there in the seam of that back. The crease of the back is what I'm looking for. Now, this right here, if you can use filtration, let's see. All right. All right, let's go to 40% here. All right. Go find the ones that I saved. Here it is right here. All right, I put it over the top, and it's 100%. It dominates all the layers. It can't penetrate it, but I'm gonna change that. And this would be the layer that shows the most detail. That's in the very dim light. And let's just make it about 35%. All right. Merge it. We'll restore color. All right, this is it right here. Hold on. This is it right here. This is between the legs. This is a cheek. That's a cheek. This is between the leg, and it shows up much better. You see, she's got a personal problem. That's why you can't really depend on Patty as an example. This is how a Sasquatch walks, because she's got this personal problem. And it may be from anything. It could be from, she may have given birth. This could be a hemorrhoid. He said it was anal, not vaginal. The doctor did. See, hanging out could be a what do you call it, a prolapsed rectum. They just turn inside out right there around, just inside their hole, and just hang out from a lot of pressure. There it is. This film just continues to give because it's authentic. If it weren't authentic, you'd only get out of it what someone built into it. But because it is authentic, you get all kinds of real-life situations that no one could predict. Right up the rear end, as she bent over, and that's what this frame gives you. And so that's pretty much it for this morning. So the back flab, which is I had pretty good response from the film on that subject. And then some of these other things I was able to discuss that may be undiscussable in certain circles, but it's there. It's natural. So, let me find me. Something to think about anyway, and we'll continue on as far as what the film will yield, as far as information goes, and hopefully once something authentic becomes obvious to someone, you can't unsee it. So you have landed at MK Davis's channel, The Land of the Unseen. All right. Thank you for your time.